Thanks for this opportunity. Sir, I just want to have a run-through of the finance matters, what we have been doing for the last 2 days. The finance minister, when she opened her speech, when she presented the budget for the year 24-25 interim budget, she made a mention that the Indian economy has witnessed profound positive transformation in the last 10 years. The last 10 years means the NDA government had gone through the performance year by year and also noted some of the important factors that decides the performance of the government in the financial angle. When I compare, I have gone back another 10 years. She mentioned only for the 10 years that it is positive transformation. If the last 10-year performance is the positive transformation, I would say that another 10 years ahead of the NDA is super positive transformation. The performance indicators are like that. When UPA started in 2004 and 5, 7.92%. When NDA started in 2014 and 15, 7.4. I don't want to bore you with figures in the late hours. So if I take the overall GDP of the 10 years of the UPA government, it was 6.81%. And the NDA government, the corresponding figure is 7.01%. The UPA is 0.20% ahead of the UPA. But though 0.2% less the performance of UPA, GDP is, but the times the UPA has passed through is far difficult. You all know the main component that decides the financial budget of this country is the petroleum products. And when throughout UPA almost, the crude oil price was extremely high. During the second tenure of Dr. Manmohan Singh, a barrel of crude oil was as much as $158. That much I remember now. Whereas, if I consider the corresponding period of NDA, it is 1/3 of the price what Mr. Dr. Manmohan Singh faced. Therefore, the finance minister, I have nothing much to say on this. I am not cribbing. But the finance minister should be liberal enough to say, in the last 10 years, she had been trained on these particular financial aspects. She should have been liberal enough to say that Dr. Manmohan Singh government did extremely well and we are nowhere behind Dr. Manmohan Singh government. We are one step ahead of Dr. Manmohan Singh's government. It would have been a very appreciable statement. I don't know why finance minister is not that liberal to take up. And also at the same stretch, I just touch upon the presidential address also, and even the Prime Minister when he spoke here. They mentioned about the great bills that had been passed in the House. Number of bills had been passed. And 80% of the bill without the cooperation of the opposition party. And part of the bills in the din of the House, it has been passed while shouting was going on. Even it is a coincidence that you are sitting over there, I am sitting over here. On 18th of December, what had happened in the House is known to you, unknown to me. I know that I had come up to you to request you, and I said, sir, I beg you, please put the House in order and pass the bills. Important bills were passed even without the House was in order. But see the importance of the bills, sir. The Citizenship Amendment Act, what benefit it had brought to the country. Let some members, when they get some time, talk on this. It had only created bad blood in the country. This was the Civilized Citizen Amendment Act bill was protested across the country. In Tamil Nadu, every corner we conducted meeting. In Andhra Pradesh, every corner there were meeting opposing this bill after it was passed. And why such kind of bills is needed for this country? Why against the interest of the people things had to be thrust? For even if it is there are some wrong citizenship or there, let us examine it. And if it is okay, keep it. And if they are criminals, throw them out, hang them out. But yet politically, this bill had crossed all bounds and stretches to create bad blood among the community. Perhaps that was the intention of the bill. Perhaps that was the idea with which the bill was brought in. If that perhaps is true, it is very bad for such bills to be piloted to keep the people separated and to keep the brothers sit on other sides to fight. And this is one of the bills. And you take agricultural bills. Sir, it is to be taken very seriously. This country respects its Prime Minister. Sir, okay, sir. I did not get time to speak. At least permit me to speak. With your permission, I speak. Please. Sir, take this agricultural bill, sir. This bill, you are all taking it light on the opposition side. But I feel hurt that this bill did not allow my Prime Minister of this country to enter into a state. You are all witness for it. Prime Minister could not enter into Punjab and he had to return back because of this bill. Not only that, after that bitter experience, a Prime Minister has withdrawn the bill. Why this bill is to be when such an opposition is there? Therefore, it is untimely, unthoughtful of, and not needed bill. It has been pushed on us.
Mr. Jayakumar, your fellow MPs have spoken much on these issues. Now, please confine yourself on the bill only. Please.
Sir, I'll just finish it, sir. Well, don't worry, I'll finish it. Sir, the PM on the other day in the same house said that in this house, normally, during the UPA time, I had to answer these things, sir. You have given me the opportunity. The Prime Minister in this house standing over there said, in this hall, we discussed scams in the past. What we discussed, scams in the past, now no scams. Who said there is no scam? It is not discussed. It is not discussed. You never accepted to discuss the things in this house. We should have discussed the Adani and the Heidelberg case. Why we have not taken it? It is a big scam. We should have discussed Nirav Modi's case. We should have discussed Rafale deals case. We should have discussed Pulwama. We should have discussed Balakot. There are so many things that had passed through. So much of water had flown in, I know that. But yet, the Prime Minister claimed that this house used to discuss only scams in the earlier occasions, and now there is no scams, is a total false. It is unfair statement, sir. Sir, we all respect the Prime Minister. He is our Prime Minister. When we talk about any fellow talks bad about my Prime Minister, where I was there, I will say he is our Prime Minister. Don't talk like that. That is the culture with which we have come in, sir. But Prime Minister should also say why only scams were discussed. Is it that there was no scams in this country? How many scams had passed through in the last 10 years? How many things we have just rejected?
No,
Why,
please.
sir? Take the security of this house. In this very hall, 2 criminals, 2 terrorists jumped over here. All that, sir, I am a sufferer of this. You have suspended me for more than a month. I was kept outside the house. I am hurt. What I asked the finance minister or the home minister to come to the house to make a statement that this is what the situation under which these things have happened. I have not asked the moon or anything, sir.
Now,
coming
please.
to the financial side, privatization, one of the bad things this government is going ahead, blindfolded. Why privatization is take place? Why are you selling the government assets? You create assets. If there is one PSU in petroleum, create 4 many petroleum companies. Why you are selling? Why you are privatizing? Railway you are privatizing. You have know, one of my friends just now spoke. We say that we are going to be a superpower. Government doesn't have an aircraft. Today, government doesn't have an aircraft, and the Prime Minister is flying out of the country on a borrowed aircraft. What is this? Where is a superpower? A superpower doesn't have even an aircraft for the Prime Minister to fly, and it belongs to Air India. Air India is no more a company. Therefore, this also in this finance bill, this privatization part to be taken, sir. Sir, another thing, I'll wind up, sir. Another thing in this house I have heard with the very two important person of this country, both the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, that they will win 400, sir. Sir, why 400, sir? Why not 450? Why? Why only 400? I am telling you, you have said, you have identified, you have designed this EVM machine in such a way, I am bold enough to say that, beyond that you don't need it. Then where else you will get 400? How do you know that you will get 400? EVM machines are tappable. I am an engineer and I am also studying electrical things, and I know for sure in 120, 130 ways the EVM machines are temperable.
Okay,
We have a doubt on this.
Thank you.
When you say 400, when you say that you will wait, sir, what is that? Sir, I have sat in this house for so long to get these 3 minutes. Please permit me to speak with peace.
Okay, enough.
So, sir, the EVM machines. Why EVM machines? Why not we go for advanced countries like America doesn't go for EVM?
Now, please
There is a
conclude.
doubt in the
Mr.
mind of the
Jayakumar,
people.
please conclude.
People think wrong things
You
may
have taken
happen.
already 12
People
minutes.
think the mandate of the people is not rightly measured by the EVMs. Why not you go for it?
Thank you.
No, sir. Therefore, I strongly appeal into this house. This 400 business gives me personally that you have already planned what to do.
Shri Maluk Nagarji.
6.26 lakhs of your machines have gone to the workshop. 6.26 lakhs of the machines.
Okay, please.
अरे
श्री मलूक नागर जी, आप प्रारंभ कीजिए. हो गया.
अध्यक्ष जी,
हो गया. प्लीज. यस.
अध्यक्ष जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.